Okay, let's unpack this. We're looking at something well, most of us do every day, brushing our teeth.
Right. But the sources you sent over, they suggest there's quite a bit more going on, linking that routine to the oral microbiome.
And even to our overall health, potentially. It's fascinating stuff.
It really is. We usually just think about, getting rid of food bits or having fresh breath.
Exactly. But this information focuses on a more science-led angle, specifically looking at two products, this Periobiotic Silver Toothpaste and the Smile Saver 360 Toothbrush.
Yeah. Two specific tools designed to support this deeper idea of oral wellness.
So our goal today is really to dig into these materials. We want to figure out how these products are supposed to work based on what the sources say.
What makes them tick, essentially? Their unique features.
And how they might work together for a healthier mouth environment. And importantly, understand that proposed link to our wider health.
It's not just about scrubbing, apparently. It's about the why and how of supporting that whole complex system inside your mouth.
Transforms a daily chore into something, well, pretty interesting when you look at the details provided.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's kick off with the toothpaste. Periobiotic Silver Toothpaste. The description calls it science first. That kind of sets the stage, doesn't it?
It does. And the main idea presented is really drawing a parallel. You know how we talk about gut health and eating good bacteria?
Sure, probiotics for the gut. Very common now.
Well, they're saying the same principle applies to your mouth. A healthy balance of oral bacteria is apparently crucial for dental health.
Ah, okay. So this is framed as a probiotic toothpaste for your mouth.
Exactly. Targeting that oral balance. It's not about killing everything, but fostering the right kind of microbial environment.
Which feels more modern, more aligned with how we think about microbiomes generally. Is there a specific probiotic mentioned?
Yes, they highlight one called dental dank. The materials claim that research shows this specific strain helps support that healthy bacterial balance right there in the mouth.
So that's a key ingredient then. What else is in this science-first formula? Hydroxyapatite comes up a lot these days.
It does, and it's a big focus here. Hydroxyapatite is like the main mineral component of our tooth enamel.
The hard outer layer.
Right. And the description points out that enamel can get worn down. Acidic stuff we eat and drink, maybe harsh dental work, and importantly, imbalances in those mouth microbes we just talked about.
Makes sense.
So this toothpaste uses whitening hydroxyapatite. The idea is to promote healthy enamel, make teeth look brighter, and help with remineralization.
Remineralization sounds like it's trying to actually rebuild or strengthen the tooth structure.
That's the gist of it, yeah. Helping reinforce both the enamel and the layer underneath the dentin.
Okay, structural support. What other active ingredients did the sources mention?
Purified silver is in there. The materials say it's included to support oral wellness.
Silver. Not your everyday toothpaste ingredient.
And CoQ10. Usually hear about that for energy, right?
Yeah, cellular energy, things like that.
Here, though, it's specifically noted for promoting healthy gums.
Interesting angle for CoQ10, gum health. And what about the stuff that makes it foam and clean, the base?
They use something called cocobetane. It's sourced from coconuts.
Ah, coconut derived.
Yeah, for foaming and cleansing. And they specifically mention it's used instead of traditional sulfates, like SLS, which some people try to avoid.
Okay, so a sulfate-free approach. The sources also listed quite a few other ingredients like hydrated silica, xylitol.
Right. Hydrated silica for cleaning, xylitol, which is a sweetener but also known to be good for teeth, grapeseed extract, gardenia extract, a whole blend.
Seems pretty packed.
It does. And they also make a point of listing what it's free from. Things like BPAs, parabens, synthetic colors, artificial sweeteners, gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs.
Covering a lot of bases for people looking for specific formulations. So if you put all that together, the probiotic, the hydroxyapatite, silver, CoQ10, the different foaming agent, what are the claimed benefits?
It's quite a list. Cleans teeth, gums, tongue. Protects enamel and gums from unwanted microbes. Nourishes a healthy oral microbiome.
Okay.
Remineralizes enamel and dentin. Supports sensitive teeth. And helps freshen breath. So pretty comprehensive claims.
Addresses cleaning, structure, the microbiome, sensitivity, and there was that unusual instruction for how to use it, right?
Yes. That really stood out. After brushing and spitting out the extra, the instruction is do not rinse.
Which feels totally wrong, doesn't it? We're all taught to rinse thoroughly. Why do they say not to?
The reason given is to maximize the contact time, to let those ingredients, the probiotic, hydroxyapatite, silver, CoQ10, stay on your teeth and gums longer.
Ah, so they can keep working, essentially. Rinsing would just wash them away too quickly.
That seems to be the idea. Let them absorb or interact for longer after the brushing part is done.
Okay, interesting approach. So that's the toothpaste. Now let's shift gears to the toothbrush, the Smile Saver 360.
Right, the three-sided toothbrush with the 360 deep cleaning design definitely looks different from a standard brush.
It does. What's the main issue this unusual design is trying to solve?
Its primary stated goal is helping prevent and even reverse gum disease. And they throw out a pretty startling statistic that gum disease affects over 70% of adults.
70%. Wow, that's a lot. So it's targeting a really common problem. How does this three-sided thing work?
Well, the core idea is it cleans all three surfaces of your teeth at the same time. The outside, the inside, and the chewing surface.
All in one go.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
And critically, including those hard-to-reach spots along the gum line and on the tongue side of your teeth.
Where plaque loves to hide.
Exactly. The design aims to minimize those missed areas where plaque builds up, gets sticky, irritates the gums, leading to gingivitis, and eventually hardens into tartar.
So plaque removal is the name of the game. The sources seem to really emphasize that getting rid of plaque effectively is fundamental.
Absolutely. They position it as key not just for your smile, but potentially for a healthier life overall. The claim is the Smile Saver is significantly better at removing plaque than traditional brushes because it hits all those surfaces more reliably.
Makes sense if it's covering more ground. What about the gums themselves? You said it targets gum disease.
Yeah, this is quite neat. The design apparently automatically angles the bristles at 45 degrees, right towards the gum line.
Oh, like the angle dentists recommend.
Precisely. That angle is supposed to be ideal for cleaning gently, right where the tooth meets the gum, that little pocket where plaque causes problems. Plus, they say it gives a gentle massage, stimulating the gums.
Stimulating blood flow, maybe reducing inflammation.
That's the suggestion. Good for sensitive gums, or if you already have some gingivitis.
And what about the bristles? Are they special too?
They mention the bristles are end-rounded. They contrast this with traditional nylon bristles that might be straight cut and potentially sharp.
So less likely to scratch or irritate.
That's the idea. Less irritation, potentially less gum recession from harsh brushing. It also has these independent flexible support arms and a flex design, meaning it can sort of adapt to different mouth shapes and sizes comfortably. It reduces the need to scrub really hard, making it gentler overall.
So thorough cleaning, but designed to be gentle. Anything else?
Yes, on the back of the brush head, there are built-in ridges.
Sure.
Tongue cleaning. They point out, quite rightly, that cleaning your tongue is important for getting rid of bacteria and often helps with bad breath, something people often forget.
True. So it's a multitasker. Who is this brush aimed at?
The materials say it's for adults and kids. They also specifically mention it's more effective for cleaning around braces or other orthodontic stuff.
Oh, that's a tricky area. I can see how three sides might help there.
Yeah, and they even suggest its unique design might make brushing, a bit more enjoyable, maybe especially for kids. Could help with actually doing it properly.
Anything that makes kids brush better is a win. And didn't the source mention where it's made?
Yes, it notes, made in America.
Okay, so we have this unique brush designed for efficient, gentle, all-around cleaning and gum care. And the toothpaste focused on microbiome balance, remineralization, and gum support with that don't rinse instruction. How do the sources suggest these two work together? What's the synergy?
Right, this is where it kind of clicks together into a system based on the descriptions. The brush does the mechanical work first.
The cleaning crew?
Yeah. It physically removes the plaque and debris from all those surfaces, stimulates the gums gently, and basically preps the area, creates a clean slate.
Makes sense. Get rid of the gunk first.
Exactly. Then you apply the periobiotic toothpaste onto this clean, stimulated surface. All those ingredients we talked about, the dental-like probiotic, the hydroxyapatite, silver, CoQ10, they're now being delivered to surfaces that are optimally prepared to receive them.
And that do not rinse rule becomes even more important here, doesn't it?
It really does. The brush clears the way, gets rid of the plaque barrier, and then leaving the toothpaste ingredients on allows them that extended contact time on the cleaned enamel and gums.
So the brush maximizes the cleaning, and the toothpaste maximizes the treatment or support afterwards.
That's how it's presented, combining efficient mechanical plaque removal with prolonged exposure to ingredients aimed at supporting the microbiome, strengthening enamel, and promoting gum health. It's portrayed as a 1-2 punch for better oral health.
So the big takeaway message seems to be Effective oral care isn't just about scrubbing, it's about both cleaning effectively and actively supporting the biological environment, that oral microbiome.
Yes, and the sources consistently loop this back to healthier gums, stronger teeth, and that potential link to overall systemic health.
It paints the mouth not as this isolated area, but as really connected to the rest of the body's health.
That connection is definitely a key theme in the materials provided.
Okay, so bringing this back to you listening, what you're getting here is a look under the hood, so to speak, at these specific tools, understanding the why behind their design and ingredients according to the sources.
And maybe that aha moment is realizing your daily brush isn't just simple cleaning. Viewed this way, it's more like um, managing a tiny ecosystem in your mouth.
It definitely adds a layer of complexity, doesn't it? It's about mechanical cleaning plus biological support.
Right. Maintaining balance, not just wiping clean.
And thinking about that connection the sources make between the mouth's health and overall health, it really makes you think.
It does, how interconnected everything is.
So here's something to maybe ponder on, stemming from that idea. If the sources suggest that something as seemingly small as your toothpaste choice and brushing technique could have these wider ripples for your well-being, what other everyday habits, things you do without much thought, might be having unexpected, perhaps significant, impacts on your overall health? Makes you look at the little things a bit differently, perhaps.